Welcome.
What did you think of the Silent Hill F stuff that they showed? I don't know, like I'm still like, it does look scary. I just don't want it to be like super tons of combat. I don't know, because I feel like they're showing like you parry and then you can attack the monster. I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also just like, I just don't want to like have to fight and fight and fight and fight. Like I feel like playing Silent Hill 1, like you have to fight in some close quarters, but for the most part it's like you're getting out of there, like you don't have to engage with the monsters. Just lots of work at work, but way better now. Okay, well hopefully Mrs. Blazing Fire's cooking y'all. I know she's making a delicious dinner. Do you know what you're having for dinner, Blazing Fire? Also Oasis, thank you so much for that lurk of love. I feel the love. Yeah, they definitely showed a boss arena with the puppet, so that you probably, yeah, well, and there's also those enemies that are like the scarecrow type enemies. I'm interested to see. I guess we'll see. And then part of me is like, okay, so it comes out on the 25th, and then the 27th, which is a Saturday, is when I'm gonna play Resident Evil 2 with Itchy and do some fundraising. So I'm like, do I want to play Silent Hill F like the night that it comes out? But I was like, what if there's like a lot of patches? What if it's buggy? Because I remember with Silent Hill 2 remake, there was something that like blocked progress. So I'm like, maybe I'll save that for Friday. I'm like already thinking about this next month. So I'm like, give it some like breathing room. Give it some breathing room so that way it can, if it needs stuff done, you know. I feel like that's kind of the way you think about games now, is like, oh, you know, they'll patch it within such and such time. Schedule is just a human construct. You're so right. If it doesn't work well, then maybe right, like we'll try it out on stream and be like, this is not working. I demand a refund right now. I did not play for, I can't remember what the window is, if it's 2 hours that you have in the game or less than that. I can't remember what their ruling is. I've only done a refund once, and I got the Tomb Raider original trilogy remaster because I was like excited, and then I've forgotten like how the controls felt, and I was just like, I don't want to try this out. And I even tried the modern controls, and I tried the old controls. Frankie, hello, happy birthday. Cup of Coffee Man, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hopefully you're not stuck in ads. Frankie, sorry you're hit with ads. It's a perfectly sized raid. Hello, Rajid. How are you doing? Were you doing more chess tonight? How was your weekend? How's your week going? You were doing more chess. Okay, I'm here now. Frankie, happy birthday. How was the rest of your day? How was your birthday going? How did your chess go? How were your matches? Did you get stomped by people in chat again? Also, welcome in if this is your first time here. I'm Runner, you can also call me Charles. We're just catching up a little bit about what we saw at Gamescom, mainly Silent Hill F and Resident Evil 9. I'm glad that your birthday was great. Cyberfox, hello, how are you? It's good to see you again. Also, Pinkita, I saw your message come through right as the raid hit. It sucks that developers can just release a game incomplete or buggy and just fix it later. In my day, right, yeah, there was no patching that N64 cartridge. Also, hi Acid, how are you? Let's go, broski. That is never something I thought you would say. How are you this evening? I think that was all I wanted to say. I'm hoping that there's a demo for Resident Evil 9, but, you know, I'm okay with waiting too. I was running a bunch of puzzles. A viewer couple gifted me a premium membership for chess.com, Twitch viewer. That is amazing. I'm so glad to read that. That is really, really sweet. Twitch viewers never fail to amaze me with their generosity. You know what? That's true. I said this before. Bro looks like bro is from Pennsylvania. Well, I was like, if you're talking about me, I'm not from Pennsylvania, but I don't live too far from there now, I don't think. From chess.com. Are you gonna, cup of coffee man, are you gonna be playing with them? That is okay. That is okay. Well, if you like my voice, I'm going to be doing a reading stream tomorrow night. So if you're around tomorrow night, please Resident Evil 9. I'm still hoping that it gets enough people excited that we get an RE Outbreak remaster. That could be pretty cool. I know they have that mobile game coming out. I don't know much about it though, except there's a character that I didn't recognize, and then I saw the alligator, and it looks like Nemesis and some other bosses. But Cyberfox, I was like, I wonder if people are, if someone's like hunting down the survivors from Outbreak. I haven't finished Outbreak. I played just a tiny bit of it, so I said I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I feel like I already did say your name, Mir. You don't have to give bits for that. The ad for that mobile game is all over the place. Yeah, it's very strange. Is it a gacha game where I can collect tyrants like waifus? I don't think so. I think it's just you get a squad and you can probably level them up and you fight through like hordes of enemies, but like each character you can play as like has different abilities. If you follow and become a regular, he'll say your name. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know, maybe someone will like it, and you know what, that's cool. It's just not, like, when I saw that I just do not stick around, like, playing games on my phone. I got Stardew Valley on my phone, which I thought, I was like, it's over for me, but with the controls, like, the way the controls worked, and, like, even, like, the delay between my controller and the phone, it wasn't that great. So, you know, yeah, mobile games aren't for our market. I like solitaire, like old school solitaire. Yes, I'd play that on my phone, but I just never think to play games. I play Wordle, but I go to the, you know, the Times website, and that's about the only game, and that's not strictly a mobile game. But I don't know, like if they had like a PC version of it, I would at least try it out. But I don't know, maybe I'll watch some YouTube more about it. But we have Silent Hill F. It seems like there was something that they showed that almost looked like Resident Evil 9, and I'm trying to remember what it was. There's also that Chronos game that looks interesting from Bloober Team. I was obsessed with the room. Wait, are you talking about the Silent Hill? Or is the room like the escape room? There's like, are you talking about Silent Hill 4, the room? I don't think I'll ever play a PC game. I was gonna say Chronos, no, the room puzzle games. I I don't know if I'm familiar with those. Maybe... Are they like search and finds, or is it like an escape room type thing? Because I feel like there was a game, I think you could play it on your phone or on PC, called like 100 Floor. Like it was like different escape rooms and you had to like figure your way out. More like escape room / Myst. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we borrowed Myst from the library when I was a kid. And I gave up. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know, if you need me to find 100 hidden cats in the background, I can do that. That game is not kid friendly. I don't remember it being... I think HMJ crashed out playing it. I believe it. Like, you know me, I will use my resources, but it's also... It's just... For me, it's not fun if it's a puzzle game and I feel like I need to continuously be looking stuff up, or it's so obtuse that I'd be like, I didn't even think to do that. Like, some of the puzzles in Silent Hill, like the piano puzzle, that was like the silent birds, and you had to figure out the keys and match them with where the birds were in the poem. I'm going to be here listening to the smooth sounds of Runner as I read. Wait, what are you reading? Have you told me already? Also, you don't have to share if you don't want to. All 3 gremlins have joined the chat. Hello, gremlins. Welcome in, babies. I went to go do something in the guest bedroom, and I was like, wait, what is that? Is that a pile? Like, did I put some clothes on there, or did I not put something away? And it was Jasper. He was curled up on the rocking chair. I feel like he goes through, like, different sleeping spots. But it's like over a month. Like, he'll be sleeping in the rocking chair for a month, and then he'll be like back in the closet for a while. They're so interesting. Okay, so if you remember last night, what had happened was a lot. We went into the mines after some kids, and 2 of the kids got trapped in the mines. There was a cave-in. We met Oscar and his daughter Rosalina, and then Becca and another kid are the ones that got trapped in the mines. And Tabitha, our cousin, we saw some kind of like weird seal to maybe another dimension or to hell, and it made us pass out. It was a lot. Hi Toon, how are you doing? Hey Hussy. It was Becca and Alexis. Luna Bonefiend, hello, welcome in. Becca and Alexis, thank you. I wanted to say something like very... I was thinking Alexia from Code Veronique. Okay, all right, we're just popping in. So Tabitha today is like, you're not leaving my site. You have to come with me. And what are we going to do at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. I was going to say, you drink tea? Yeah, whatever. I do a lot of stuff you don't know about. Like also having an... I don't know if it was an affair, but like the hush-hush of like one of the employees that she was with. The one that's been following us. Like we haven't even gotten to talk about that. Not much, just getting home from Costco. What a wonderful evening. Well, welcome home. Hi Sybil, how are you? How is the rest of your art streaming? Y'all, I got to stop by Sybil's stream today. Making some art. Loving the overlays. Well, that's not working. There we go. Hi, Princess. Happy Tuesday to you too. Thank you so much for the 14 months. How's your week going? How's your Tuesday evening going? Oh yeah, and then kissing all the hotties in Bully, which I was like, oh, now I need to play this. Going good. How about yours? It's been good. It's been good. It's been a typical Tuesday, just work, and thankfully had leftovers for dinner. So I was like, I don't even have to think about what I want to make for dinner. And then did a little workout, watched some TV, and now I'm here. Good, thank you. We finished with Bully. It was a lot of fun. I still need to get foods. Oh, okay. Well, please get yourself some din-dins. Bully is so good. I've always wanted to play it. Yeah, I feel like Sybil, you were saying on PC it crashes. but I liked the mods that I saw that you had. Well, I don't know what all mods you had, so maybe I'll be like, hello, can you please tell me which mods you have if I ever get around to playing Bully? Add another one to the backlog, and I don't even own it yet. But I remember I was like, okay, this seems like more of a fun setting for like the open world or the like slice of life type game, like Grand Theft Auto, but like in a school. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Shouldn't we be solving a mystery right now? Give me a little Nexus package. Perfect. Thank you. I was looking into mods because I'm getting ready to play Resident Evil 4, the remake. But I'd also looked into mods for some of the other Resident Evils, and I was like, you know what? Some of this is too overwhelming. I just don't feel like diving into this. But I did play heavily modded Stardew Valley, and that was a learning curve at first, but then once like I figured it out, I was like, oh, now I can just update my mods and fly through them all. And I'm drinking a soy latte. Get a double shot if it goes right through my body. And you know I'm satisfied. I drive my Mini Cooper and I'm feeling super duper. Wait, are these lyrics to something, Acid? I literally thought you were like telling us about the soy latte, and it's like, yeah, caffeine. Those coffee drinks will get you going. I need to check in because the mission it crashed on might have had a mod fix and I just ignored it at the time. Yeah, the launcher for mods in Stardew Valley would at least tell you like if there's an update for the mod, and then someone created this like brilliant spreadsheet that was like if the mod was compatible with like the newer service. I feel like, I mean, I've probably heard that song, but I don't remember those lyrics. And you know I'm satisfied. I do yoga and Pilates, and the room is full of hotties. So I'm checking out the bodies, and you know I'm satisfied. And I was also like, okay, I can see you driving the Mini Cooper. That's cute. It's like the Italian Job. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. A mystery? What mystery? The events of last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on, is it more believable that Shaw's mind collapsed because of mysterious unseen forces? Or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was a condemned mind that wasn't suitable for human beings? People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth. That our world is ruled by chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. Bad things can happen to good people suddenly and for no reason. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Okay, we have the drama out in the street. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I wasn't it. She raps this during a very political song. Okay, interesting. That seems like maybe slightly, I don't want to say maybe tone deaf, but like, I guess I just need to listen to the whole song. True strength is not being afraid to show when you're struggling. You cannot get stronger if you do not fight. True strength is not being afraid to show when you're struggling. Being able to pick things up and put them down doesn't make you an expert on strength of character. Come on already, let's go. Oh, Tabitha. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Charles, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Sounds like your daughter is pretty mad at you. Let's just wade into their drama. Can't I go with you? I like the tea room. I always like visitors in the tea room, but I'm afraid I'm too busy to entertain for long, so we won't be lingering. You're leaving in a week, right? Just jump in. I'm too busy to entertain for long, so we won't be lingering. I wonder if there's some kind of tea that does something for Tabitha. Might as well just wait out here. No need to cram in there like sardines. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. I guess we'll just chat with Miles. So, Miles, before you can finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. Or, in this case, another 2 patrons. Well, you've never seen the man beside Duke before, but whoever he is, he's big. If it ain't Charles, Beau, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. He was there with Stella the night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is Beau. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. How's Birdie doing, actually? Oh, she's hanging in there. We managed to cut that little critter out of her and stitch her back up, but she ain't happy. Okay, at least Birdie's okay for the time being. I really didn't think she would survive because that egg thing or whatever was gigantic. Also, did they keep the critter? We got her set up in a closet with a heat lamp, been trying to feed her all her favorite foods. Would you, I don't, like, you wouldn't feed a chicken eggs, right? I don't know, like, chickens do eat their own eggs for extra, I had no idea, but scrambled eggs? I had no idea about that. At least it's not out in them woods. Things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers about what happened at the mines last night. So sorry to hear about those young ladies. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem. How have you been? Hanging in there? Oh, I can't complain. Now that we know what's been getting at the chickens, then things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Beau and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. We fed our turtle eggs to Skink. Okay. I like the tall one. His description is big. It's big. Who's Julius? Julius Tremaine. He practically spits the name. Some cousin however many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to us, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land, always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life. Big Betty is a pumpkin? Sure is. Probably would have taken home at least a few ribbons at the state fair this year. Maybe even a world record if we were lucky. Ah well, my hands are more important. We'll just have to grow an even bigger one next year, Daddy. The land's been good to us. We sure growing big out on the Calloway farm. Those things we saw on Monday are apparently called ditchlings. They're supposed to be a bad omen. Ditchlings. Sounds like some old folktale. Suppose that suits them. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarned in some kind of disaster, besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Charles. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Yeah, we saw a few of those critters. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. They need, like, a herd of mastiffs if they, like, I don't think just one. Thank you. Thank you for the Leslie Jordan. He's twirling for Bo. It seems like just the kind of job for a guard dog. Now don't you start again, we ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith those things would be stopped by a dog. Nice seeing you, Duke. It was a pleasure running into you, Charles. But we best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm, what with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It was nice meeting you, Charles, and please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. They shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at library after and figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, LOL. If you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Hi Jazz, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. How are you doing this evening? I'm trying to make a decision on, because I really, not the persona picking who to hang out with mechanic, right? This is what I agonize over. So I will tell you guys what I read a little bit on the wiki today about like the romancing. Not to like spoil anything, but just I was like, I know that not all episodes are out. But I guess, yeah, I don't need to tell you. I guess once the rest of the episodes come out, I'll be able to carry over this progress. But, I've been lurking. My day has been long because of my allergies and not enough sleep. Okay, well, I hope that your allergies have calmed down or you have some good medicine, and you can get some good rest. Part of me's like, should I wait on Tabitha? I kind of like want to see what's going on with her in the tea, to be quite honest. Okay, good. I feel like Tabitha has so much fun cover. Right, that's why I'm like, I kind of want to wait for Tabitha. Like, we've given her the slip so many times that it's time. That it's time. Oh my god, hi Pete. I was talking about you earlier. I don't remember what I was saying, but I think it was about hanging out at your stream. But also, please enjoy your lurk. Make a save and do them all. Okay, let's have page 3 be our like. How are you doing? I'm just agonizing about who I want to hang out with tonight, or today in this game. I hope you got all of your laundry folded. Okay, we're gonna wait for Tabitha. That's what my heart's telling me right now. Your cousin will probably be back any second. It's best to just stay put. You and Miles share an uncomfortably long moment of silence as Duke and Bo continue to shop. Lord, no. I didn't see how much laundry you had, and I was like, I saw you folding some, so I was like, okay, she's got this. You still got this. Well, even still, your choice here will probably change the outcome way later too. That's true. I'm still drowning, but I made... Okay, proud of you for making a good dent. If you teleport me over, I can help you fold laundry. And put it away. And put it away. How are your dailies going? You know what? I'm gonna try to, like, get down to his level. They're fine. Polls have been trashed, though. Sorry about your friends. Thanks. Maybe they'll be okay. He turns back to his phone. Tabitha bursts out of the tea room, tucking a pouch of herbs into her coat as she walks. She looks up at you in surprise. Wow, you actually stayed. I kind of expected you to go running off the instant I left you alone. I mean, I thought about it, because there's hot men to flirt with, but I guess that's not a choice here. I do a load per person, then we have 5 beds, then towels on top of it. It sounds like you need a team. Maybe like 2 washing machines, 2 dryers, 2 clotheslines, and a team of people. I've never gotten out from under the mountain, I don't think. Yeah, we need to teleport over and help you. Right, that's what I thought too, Pinkadot. Is he playing Infinity Nikki? The pools have been trash. Tabitha looks how I feel. Tabitha looks like this all the time. Maybe she's suffering from allergies and that's why she needs the tea. Or maybe the tea is drugs. I don't really know. Family is important. I'm not just going to ditch you. That's a nice sentiment. We'll see if you can actually put it to practice by not doing anything weird or dangerous for the rest of the week. No promises. I've got a couple hours to spare. I'll pick us up some sodas and we can get out of here. I don't like lingering where just anyone could walk up and start talking to me. So strange. Yes, I'll feed you cookies and coffee. Perfect. Perfect. I actually had 2 cookies today. Our neighbor had us over for lunch on Sunday and she'd got these coconut pecan cookies. I don't know. They were really good. And she's like, you have to take these home with you. And I was like, no, but okay. So I had a cookie at lunch and then a cookie after dinner. And then I was like, that way they'll just be out of the house. And then I can take the stuff to recycling. I had a cookie today. My parents went to Costco and got these new like Rice Krispie cookies. Interesting. I'm like trying to imagine the texture of the Rice Krispie cookie. I mean, I try it. Yeah, she's a really, really sweet neighbor. This was our first time going to her house for lunch. And we had just a wonderful visit. Love cookies. Okay, sounds good. I hope that phone gets charged right up. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, Tabitha leaves the store, motioning for you to follow. Yes, I'm probably going to be cat sitting again in September. Towards the beginning of September. I think maybe like right after Labor Day. Or maybe it is that weekend. So, I'm planning on taking my laptop and stuff again to do streaming. I'll probably play a Scooby-Doo GameCube game. Are you going to get dinner with a parallel universe friendly neighbor at your brother's? Well, yes. Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. I'm gonna have her over for wine and cheese. And then we'll probably watch Melrose Place together. And then I'm hoping to go back to that Mexican restaurant I had twice. And also the Japanese restaurant. I'm trying to remember if there are other places that she was like, we should try this place, but I really liked both of those places. And I'm also hoping that I'm not there for as long as I was back in March. So, you know. I think I went through... So, like, without Nate around, I'm really bad about, like, structuring my meals. So I'm like, I'll just get, you know, some salads. And so I'll just have salads. And then, yeah, I was all over the place. I was all over the place. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? Why can't we hang out someplace normal? Your life was different for a week, your diet will be too. See, I gotta have some kind of consistency. So I was like, well, I'll keep the salad stuff going. I'm trying to think of what else I had that was so different. So it's like, I didn't end up making any coffee. I did make tea. I had a lot of tea, but that's like normal for me. Cool. Yeah, it is cool. It's nice to have a place where nobody can bother me. Now come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in, don't worry, it's empty. Oh my god, she's taking us to hang out like in an empty townhome. This is like a bad hookup. You follow your cousin into the model home. We haven't rented this one out for years. I come here to get away from it all. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. Have a sody. 12. Tabitha hands you a cream soda before settling in on the couch. Is dating your cousin legal in North Carolina? I don't know. I have not looked into that law, actually. I don't think so. Shoes off the furniture. She doesn't give a fuck. She's like, I own this. I'll just buy new stuff. Or whoever like I rent this to will have to deal with it. Let's see. Let's talk about our family. What was Pearl Ann like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. She was my mother. She was your mom's twin sister, fraternal. They didn't look alike. Same with their personalities, night and day from what I've heard. Pearl Ann was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? How did she die? Sleep apnea. Did you two get along? What do you think? What was your dad like? Don't know, he just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. Wait, didn't our dad also disappear? They never got divorced, just separated. What if Tabitha's dad and my dad are the same? He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to the Scarlet fortune if they divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. Does no one in this town have two parents? Janie's kid does, for now. Wait, that's interesting. But this town will take its toll on her eventually. What do you think of Silas and those other old-timers? What is there to think about? For better or for worse, they're the reason that I'm here getting interrogated by you. It's like a Disney movie. It is, yeah. So true. So, I guess Tabitha is kind of a princess. Well, I was like, wait, most of the princesses just have their dads. Can you tell me about any other family members? Wow, did Vivian really tell you nothing about us or her upbringing? Fine, I'll give you the brief history since she never bothered. Pearl Ann and Vivian were raised by their grandmother because our grandmother died in childbirth. Our great-grandmother, Grandma Eddie, ran the mine before Pearl Ann, then Pearl Ann took over. And now, here I am, following in their footsteps. What was Grandma Eddie like? Did you know her? Tabitha is quiet for a moment, her eyes distant. Kind of scary. Her voice is quiet. She takes another sip of her cream soda. The matriarchal mining company seems unusual. What was it you said the other day? Hashtag girl boss? I did. The past couple generations were all women. That's just how the cards fell. And we'd never let some stranger jeopardize the company. It stays in the bloodline. What happened to the rest of the family? Silas had a lot of kids. I read about him in the library yesterday. What am I, an encyclopedia? We have documents on this stuff and some kind of fancy family tree somewhere in the estate, but I don't have any of it memorized. From what I can remember, our grandmother had a kid sister that died of some childhood illness. Then she died having our moms. And I think Grandma Eddie had some brothers, but I vaguely recall something about them fighting in World War II. One way or another, they clearly didn't stick around. As for anyone who came before the turn of the 20th century, damned if I know. That's ancient history, herstory. I like how your choice came back right. I guess I was kind of surprised by that, but surprised but not surprised. All right, let's talk about Tabitha. Can we try some of that tea you picked up? It smells nice. Nope, it's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. Do you ever get to travel? I saw your Blowing Rock mug. My what? Oh, that must be one of Janie's. She was always saying we didn't have enough cups. There are 3 cups, that's plenty. One for me, one for Pearl Ann, and one for the occasional guest. But Janie said her husband had a ton of dumb little souvenir mugs from his travels. Not that I asked, she just tells me stuff about her family. Anyway, she said they have mugs to spare, as if I needed her charity. I guess she must have snuck a few in under my nose. I'll have to remember to toss it when I get back. Anyways, to answer your question, no, I don't travel. Too much to do. Sure, I'd like to see the Outer Banks one day, but I'm the head of the company. It's not like anyone can cover for me. You live in a massive mansion, but only have 3 cups? Why does everyone get hung up on that? It's not like the Scarlets don't own more dishware, but I'm not going to use the fine china to drink Pepsi. And we technically have 4 glasses, but one of them is used for the silverware. So there, we have more than 3. Janie seems like a busybody. You should be nicer to Janie. Minimalism, right? You just don't need a lot of stuff. Right? I only hire her to clean, but she keeps insisting on talking to me and micromanaging the way I run the household. The number of cups we have is none of her business. And I definitely don't need to know about what her family did over the weekend, or what cute thing her kid said, or how much she loves her wet napkin of a husband. Wow. Pearl Ann was a monster? I don't need to say that. You've never left Scarlet Hollow? Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach together. I don't think so. Do you like living here? Like I said, it's the only thing I know. You don't need to have lived somewhere else to know if you like it here. You do, actually. Everything in life requires context to properly understand. And I don't have context here. Seems hypocritical from someone who gave me a hard time for being from the city. You don't need context to know if you like living somewhere. Are you happy? I don't know. Does it matter? Do you actually like running the mines? No, but it has to get done. I've had years of Pearl Ann drilling that into my head. I can't trust anyone else to do my job, and if I don't do it, this entire town falls to ruin. What would you want to do if you weren't here? What if I moved here after everything's said and done? What would you want to do if you weren't here? Does it matter? I am here. Dreaming about some other life will only make the one I have more difficult. So why do you come here? Like I said, I like getting away from it all. People know they can find me at the estate, but they don't know about this place. It's nice to escape from being known, at least for a little while. I can't believe we're actually hanging out. Isn't that why you came all the way down here from Sunnydale? What kind of things did Pearl Ann tell you about me and my mom? Welcome back with the coffee crisp. I don't think you want to know. Pearl Ann was a gossip and she was always at her worst talking about family. We're getting the tea from Tabitha. What do you really think of me? You're better than asking me for validation, I'll say that much. You're a better person than you let on. Gee, thanks. I'm supposed to have dinner at Reese's place. Do you know him? Will there be coffee crisp? Reese? Oh yeah, the dude that used to hang out with Kanika and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet, smelled kind of weird. Smelled kind of weird. Stopped coming to school at one point. I guess he got sick or something. I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. Guess that's not hereditary though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. She's calling everybody wet napkins and wet blankets. Sounds good, Kat. It's good to see you. I hope that your stream went well. I know I've already asked, but now that we're hanging out, can you tell me what the deal is with you and Stella? Oh, not this again, but fine. We were close in high school. Really, really close. We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies, and eating chips, and... Anyway, Perlan didn't like her. I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes at the mine. Perlan made sure my every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. It shows. But I never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. You should hang out with her again. It's not like Perlan can stop you. And she misses you. We just added that in. Just some WoW grinding. Okay, there was something about WoW today. I'm pretty sure there was something about WoW and there was something about the 40k at the Gamescom thing. I don't actually know what wet blanket / napkin is supposed to mean. I think from what I have understood and heard it used, Pinkadot, like you say someone's a wet blanket like when they're boring or they don't really like to do things. Or if like you take them to a party and they're just kind of like a downer, like, oh, that person's such a wet blanket. Like they're uninteresting, they're boring, they don't like to do things. They like never want to get out and do things. Midnight, the new expansion. Okay, the Quell. The Quell? The Quell, the fun like a wet blanket on a fire. They quell the fun like, oh, okay, I get it. I thought the Quell was something from World of Warcraft. They quell the fun like a wet blanket on a fire. Yeah, the phrase wet napkin, who is... Yeah. You know, it takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. Tabitha takes another sip of her cream soda, avoiding eye contact. I guess there isn't anything standing between us anymore. That hadn't really occurred to me yet. I don't think she'd like me now. A lot has changed. What do you think of Oscar? I think he's doing a bad job raising his kid. Take last night, for instance. She has way too much freedom. But what do you expect from someone who had a surprise baby at 19? Okay, so if Oscar had Rosalina at 19 and she's 14, he's 33? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how old Daddy Oscar is. Plus, I have my own library, not that I have time to read anymore. What do you think of Avery? Who? Avery works at the diner, wears plant shirts. I have no idea who you're talking about. What's going on with Wayne? He's been following me. I think there's something wrong with him. Wayne? As in Sam Wayne? I don't know who you think is following you, but it can't be him. Sam Wayne wasn't a creep. It's a bit of a sore spot for me. I'd rather not talk about it. Tabitha, the man is stalking me. She's not going to believe us, I don't think. Come on, you can trust me. I don't know if we've gained her trust yet. At some point this week, you're going to have to stop brushing off everything that's happening around town. I think I'm going to say this, like, yeah, Do you think I'm brushing things off? I'm dealing with the mine collapse right now. I'm burying my mother in 4 days. My work is what keeps this town running. Just because I'm focusing on what's in front of me doesn't mean I don't care. The police are really on my ass? Not really. Do you know Sybil well? Everyone in town knows her. Do you want me to try and get you in with Kanika? I don't think that... Yeah, I'm not going to say that. So why did you hire Janie? Perlan hired Janie. She was my babysitter before she started cleaning the estate. Okay, I think that's all I need to say right now. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? Stella will be there, but so will Kanika. I doubt she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point arguing with you. If you're gonna get up to any paranormal stuff, I'd better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Count me in. Okay, great. Now we have Tabitha coming with us. Don't you have an elsewhere to be? I'm just gonna say thanks for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Okay, so she's a softie. Yeah, kind of a softie on the inside, but I'm also... What all is she hiding? I didn't get as far with Sam Wayne as I wanted to because last night... The gossip in the mining yard is that she was having a relationship with her employee, Sam Wayne. But then I don't know for sure that the person that's like showing up with the veil on their face is Sam. But maybe Sam disappeared and got possessed by something. Maybe Sam is possessed by the ghost from Oscar's house. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird / foggy morning. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. And that ghost, I wish it was Dennis. I hope that it's Dennis. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh, what a ridiculous event. You know he's a dog, right? Did they fill you in on that little detail? We haven't had a human mayor in Scarlet Hollow since at least the early 1900s. We've been a dog mayor town since then. Tabitha takes another sip of her soda, smirking. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I could admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And if Stella's gonna be there, yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. What is this like 180 with the personality right now? Did the cream soda have something in it? Did you have some of your tea supplements? Like, why are you doing this? I can fix her. I just got an achievement that says I can fix her. Spend some quality time with Tabitha. How do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. Stella gives her hope, right? There's only so much time in the game. Angry woman. Excuse me, Miss Scarlet. Can I help you? What the hell do you think you're doing down here, grinning like a buffoon while my Becca is trapped in your mind? What exactly are you going?
Welcome.
What exactly are you doing to try and dig her out? I don't see you lifting any rocks. Mean, hello. How are you, darling? Happy to slay. I almost went to go adjust my glasses, and I realized I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, Oli, oh. I'm glad that you're good. How has your day been? I need to check to your Discord, because I was like, is it Tavern Tuesday? And then I was like, did I miss Neen? I don't think so. To be fair to Becca's mom, it's insane she's not there. But if there's like a whole crew that's like doing the mining equipment stuff, whatever. Keyboards are hard, yeah. Sometimes it's like, why can't my brain just communicate to everybody? My hair appointment went long and I'm still in a lot of pain. I took it as a sign. I gotcha. Okay, well, I hope that you are loving your hair and that the pain goes away immediately. Shoo. Hi, Bri. How are you doing? Look at you using those sweet, mean emotes. Part of the ship, part of the crew or whatever. Part of the ship, part of the crew or whatever. What? I've got my guys working around the clock to get her out of there. I don't see what me running a couple of errands in the morning has to do with. I don't want to hear it. You should be up there right along with them. It's your damn fault she even managed to get in there. Why wasn't the entrance more secure? You were asking for something like this to happen. Whatever happens, I will be pressing charges. Do you want involuntary manslaughter to be one of them, or do you want to get your ass moving? If you've got a problem with her, you've got a problem with me. Bri, I'm guessing that you have some kind of deliciously flavored coffee. Or do you also have coffee crisp? Did Yak give you some coffee crisp? My hair does slay. Of course it does. Of course it does. Your daughter is trash, ma'am. If you've got a problem with her, then you've got a problem with me. Hey, she's doing everything she can. Lay off. It's Becca's fault she got stuck in there, not Tabitha's. Your daughter is trash, ma'am. That's not going to solve the problem of the kids being trapped in the mine. When I say she's doing everything she can, lay off. Or should I use my powerful build, my Slayer build? If you've got a problem with her, then she'll probably go to the police and be like, they threatened me. I'm just going to say she's doing everything she can, lay off. Yeah, what legal grounds do you think you even have? There are signs, the place was boarded up. I did my legal duty, and you don't have a leg to stand on, so don't try to threaten me. I'll find a lawyer who knows how to nail you for everything you're worth, mark my words. Those are children in there. How can you be concerned with anything but their well-being, you heartless cow? You heartless cow. If anything at all has happened to my baby in there, you better be scared as hell for what's going to happen to you and your precious family business. The Scarlets have sat up in their big comfy castle for too long. It's time somebody took you people down for the reckless way you run this place. She seems more concerned with suing them than her own right? Right? The woman storms off just as quickly as she'd stormed in. She reminds me of this group of parents in this last book that I read. Their kids went missing on a hiking trip like 15 years ago, and they were more, well, like one of them, who was kind of like the ringleader, was like more focused on like protesting outside and like, but like outside of like the first FBI agent's house, and like was not trying to like work to find these kids, and was like also like giving paranoid stories about what she thought was like conspiracy theories about what was happening. Not that this lady has done this yet, but I was like, it's weird that I have, you know, had two pieces of like very different media with adults, parents and their kids, and the kids go missing. These kids were like high school or college students that like went on a hike in the winter and disappeared. Well, some of them were found, but yet, right? The woman storms off just as quickly as she'd stormed in. God damn it, she's right. I can't just hang out around town the day after something like that. It doesn't look right. I should be up there, even if it's just to oversee what's going on. If I'm supposed to run this place, I've got to get my head in the game. I can't slip up like this again. Tabitha sighs, straightening up. Her scowl returns. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you at the library tonight. Your cousin turns and heads back to her car, leaving you alone on Main Street. Well, I guess we're going to the library now. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in a corner of the main foyer. Yes, you're here. Oh my god, look at this cute little ghost sticker or button. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Charles to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we? my god, the mayor has Secret Service. Yep, he's a dog. Look at Gretchen's face. Gretchen is just like, wait, why is this dog the mayor and I'm not? You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You want her dress? Are you talking about Kanika's with the Death's Head moth? I mean, I feel like you would love her fashion and also love this game. Yes, I do. I do. Okay, actually, I'm going to pause it right here real quick because the ad's about to start. So y'all, we're going to take a quick little break. So stretch, get your lovely self something to drink, whatever. And I will see you in just a few. Wait, Bri, what flavor of coffee do you have tonight? I don't think you told me. Was it really the blueberry coffee? Vanilla cream puff. Oh, that sounds decadent. I just opened a tropical fruit. Tropical fruit water. Very exciting stuff. Getting real wild. Also, welcome back from ads, everyone. Yep, the Waterloo, they've had it at Aldi like consistently, and so I usually buy it when I see it and we need some sparkling waters because I'm like, who knows how long it'll last. So okay, so this is Mayor Jimmy. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Look at this. Enchanté. Thank you for the welcome back. I had ruby red. That's great. Is that like grapefruit juice, or is that a flavor of Waterloo? Shake his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. It's a ruby red tangerine. Ooh. I don't think I've seen that flavor, but I would definitely try it. Oh my god, Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Ms. Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Yeah, Gretchen's out for Mayor Jimmy's blood. Okay, but look, also, I think y'all can see in the background there are portraits, I guess, of the previous dog mayors. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika is quick to follow. Wait, so does Mayor Jimmy have an office in the library? Because this is in the library upstairs. And yeah, I guess so. Who knew? Let's follow them. Okay, bye, Mayor Jimmy. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, is this Janie's husband, the minister? Or the preacher, or whatever? I don't really know. I can't remember. It's a small town. It makes sense, right? That maybe it's the town hall and the library. It looks like a pretty big building. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Charles? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place. I doubt Pearl Ann's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. Oh, thank God. I've been hoping to find a priest. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. I kind of want to say that just to see what he says. Let's not kid ourselves, Pastor Daniel. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? I think we need an exorcism. Ew, no, I mean real ghost stuff, scary stuff. No, Oscar's place is haunted. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. Interesting choice of words, jumping out of closets? I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? I'm just... Are you calling Oscar a lie? Do you think he's, you know... Well, that... Like, even before I met him, I was like, You should come ghost hunting with us tonight then and prove it's not a haunting? There were ghosts in the mines last night. Then, and prove it's not a haunting. The blood drains from his face as he gulps nervously. Oh, I promised my daughter we would watch VeggieTales. Not the VeggieTales drop. I was not expecting that. That's a deep cut. Thank you so much for the lurk. We would watch VeggieTales tonight, so I'm afraid I have plans. But let me know if you see anything strange. I'd love to hear your account of the supposed haunting. Isn't it? Yes, Yak, it is a computer animated cartoon, and like the main characters are Bob and Larry. It's a tomato and a head of broccoli. And it has some very, very catchy songs. Larry's the cucumber. That's right, Larry's the cucumber. You can tell I'm an expert on VeggieTales. Is it Junior Broccoli then? So like, Bob and Larry are kind of like the MCs or the hosts, and then there's like some other characters that take place in like these skits that tell like Bible stories, and there's music. In fact, here's my card. He hands you a business card. Call me if you need me. I should go. It was nice meeting you though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. The pickle is a bad guy, and there's a little broccoli. That sounds lovely, thank you. Really? Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to call you. Sorry, I just don't usually get positive responses when I ask folks if they want to come up to the church. It was lovely to meet you, and you have a blessed day, Charles. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line. Also, why was the pastor's music, like, eerie? It was a little tense and creepy. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. Whoa. I was not ready for Oscar in this, like, casual outfit. Heavens. He's sus. Why wouldn't the pastor music be eerie? Well, because I feel like, are they really trying to, like, heavy-handedly suggest that he's evil? Like, usually when you meet people, their themes are, I want to say neutral, more neutral, maybe a little bit positive. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper into the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are going to be the death of me. And you're sure there's nothing we can do for Rosalina right now? I don't think so. She's been locked up in the back room all day, hasn't been very interested in talking to anyone. I think the best we can do is stick to the plan, ghost bust the house clean, and give her a real bed to sleep in tonight. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation? Is that what you call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. We could always call the pastor if things get sticky. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys, I really appreciate it. Well, if we're not doing the hunt right now, I guess we should head over to Reese's? Absolutely. Come on, Charles. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Y'all are right, his vibes were bad. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinions on the man. I mean, his music vibes were bad. But I don't know if our character hears the music like we do. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinions on the man. Wow, really? I always thought he would make some memorably skin-crawling first impression. Yeah, he has the tendency to stick in people's minds for one reason or another, and they're almost never good reasons. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. As far as I'm concerned, he's a ghoul. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Oh, before I forget, I invited Tabitha to come ghost hunting. I still don't get what you see in her, and I don't think I ever will, but I guess she's your family. I thought she was pretty helpful at the mines last night. Stella, last night was a disaster. For all we know, Tabitha just escalated things. Kanika sighs. It doesn't matter though. Charles already invited her, so I guess we'll just see what happens. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, she will show, and the two of you will finally get along. What about inviting Avery? Oh, huh. Sure, I guess the more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. Okay, so we're gonna have all the hotties together. And by all the hotties, I just mean the two. I guess we haven't met Reese yet, but... Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh. It's too late. The door swings open. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Charles, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Charles updates. Okay. Why does Reese have like claw-ish looking hands? Like, what is going on with these? I don't know. Those seem very aggressive. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Is Reese a werewolf? Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. He likes stiletto press-ons. He's just got acrylics. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? I don't know. I'm thinking with the way... Okay, with his I hate to say mysterious illness. With his illness, with the way Gretchen's behaving, something's fishy. Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Charles? Are you coming in? I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? I just met this person. Oh, sure. Maybe I can get into their house and investigate. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Okay. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. I'm glad that we're here in the daytime with friends. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Do you need us to break you out of here? I don't think your mom could stop me. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Any recommendations? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi, Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie, though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Charles. Wait, how do you know my schedule, Stella? I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Now that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Have a good dinner, Neen. Thank you so much for the lurk. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Do you need us to break you out of here? I don't think your mom could stop me. I don't know, the doc's pretty resourceful. Besides, I'm stuck inside for my own good. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. You know we'd visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. And she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... Okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up. So she has to regulate my food. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? I was like, it looks like he might know about some local folklore based on the artwork here in this basement. Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? I mean, this kind of looks like ditchlings over here. Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I think, never show me that again. Thanks for the nightmares, Reese. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Charles around being all ominous? Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. That would be amazing, though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it would be incredible to have such a captivating model. I look forward to the company and I hope I can do your likeness justice. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Your art. It's exquisite, it's grotesque, it's emo. It's so emo. It's grotesque. There sure is a lot of it. Like, I mean grotesque, like, in a good way. Thank you. I'm not sure if you meant that as a compliment, but I'm not sure what to call them. Urges that go into these aren't exactly peaceful or joyous, so I feel like grotesque is sort of the intent behind them. Having other people look at them sometimes feels like I'm having them look over a raw wound. You know, I still got that painting I stole from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. You make good stuff, dude. Oh no, you should get rid of that old thing. It's ancient. Knowing there are people out there who might see something I made in high school is horrifying. No way, it's rad and people compliment it all the time. You could gain a real following if you ever posted these online, you know. Nah, I think I'm okay just sticking to sparsely populated late night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads, knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'd be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. What are you sick with? Sorry, Reese, Charles is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay, I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. Okay. What if he's turning into a vampire? I feel like there's something supernatural happening here. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning, my best years are behind me, my future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. What a beautiful line. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. True. We'll all join the worms one day. We've just got to make the best of what we've got. See, Charles gets me. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. Do you want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. I'm gonna remain silent. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. I feel like we got a lot. We caught up a lot in that time. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Is this Sixth Sense situation where the mom is poisoning? I was saying that like last night. I was thinking about that, but I'm also like, what if there's some kind of supernatural thing, like he's half vampire? So, I mean, I feel like it could go either way in this game. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you nearly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Okay, it looks like there's... Okay, I just got distracted by this, like, heart up here on the top left, and it looks like it says gay. Gay or gay? Happy... Oh, it says Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Hi, Fiona. How are you? I'm just, I have my contacts in. I just, you know, wanted to see the word gay in this game. Fiona, how was your day? How are your board games? How's your evening going? You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if it... Hell yeah, gay, right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, diva. Let's gay. All we can do is open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, there's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Board games were great. Played a super cute game called Spirits of the Forest. Then play a close solo game on Everdell. Super cute game called Spirits. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Fiona, have you heard of the board game called... I think it was Night Shift? Omnom Zombie was telling me about it, and I think each player plays as a stripper, and there's like, it's a very competitive, like, I don't know. When she was describing it, it sounded fun, and of course, I'm like, I can't just do it justice now. I'm pretty sure it's called Night Shift. Night Shift. Yes, it's called Night Shift, all one word. This is it here. It looks interesting. Hey Daryl, I'm doing well. How are you this evening? Or day? How was your day? How's your evening? How have the Fall Guys been? Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. You're welcome, Daryl. You're so welcome. Oh wow, and it rates a 7.7 on BGG. I gotta look into this. A stripper board game? No, it's called Night Shift. It's called Night Shift. I hope to play it when I visit Dean this fall. She had a really good time with it. I'm bringing zombie dice. That's like a very simple, easy to play game. And it's not really a board game, it's just a dice game. So we're playing Night Shift and some zombie dice. Sounds good, Fiona. Yeah, I'll have to like watch one too. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. It's a position of authority where her height gives her a vantage point over everyone else. No one at this table does anything without her noticing. It almost feels like, despite the presence of your friends, this is strictly a conversation between you and the doctor. You are intrigued. Yes, you can just click that link right there. Play as a stripper, charming worthwhile customers into emptying their wallets. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. I know. Oh, you did. You clicked the link. Okay. I was like, it's not a malicious link. It's actually the thing I looked up the other day because I wanted to see the pieces because Neen was describing it. And I was like, oh, I want to see what this looks like. And then I didn't go much further beyond that. I got distracted. But you could have told me why they were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Are we gonna... The lips are the zipped lips. Before I jump into that anthill, maybe let's... I feel like I've been asking this question a lot, but does no one in this town have two parents? What exactly does he have? It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Oh, he calls his mom Doc. Hold on, I'm gonna take this thing off. I feel like I gotta sit crisscross for this. It's getting juicy. Getting juicier. Do you think Race might feel better if he got to see people more often? No. I'm his doctor. And his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, still kinda shitty. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with... Ows. Ow, ows. Ow! Geez, Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. What if she poisoned all of us? As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens. It was worth it. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. Yes. I can use my hot trait. There's no need for everyone to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're all just here to have a nice dinner. Yeah, let's see what our hot trait does. Speak for yourself. Doc, really, it's fine. You're right. I haven't been giving this a chance. Now is the time when I go in for the kill. Now is the time I go for the jugular and be like, you know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Or do I want to see if they know about the danger? Because, like, if Reese has seen the ditchlings, I would think that the mom would see the ditchlings too, because I'm pretty sure she's probably, like, helicoptering around his bedroom. This is a tough choice. Maybe I'll just do a little savey poop. Do you think those kids are okay? You seen any weird hairless creatures scurrying around in the woods at night? Has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations? Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Charles around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. You're a doctor. Do you think those kids are okay? It's possible. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm just stuck here waiting for the call. Here's hoping it doesn't come. An anxious silence descends on the dinner table. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. I feel like saying the one thing is just going to get us kicked out of the house, and I don't... Why didn't she want me poking around the clinic? I don't remember when we talked to her about going to a clinic. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. We're gonna smooth it. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over, hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. Okay, this is like the nicest, like the most like calm and like not hateful and angry expression I've seen her make. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through, honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. My cousin says she admires you. Really? I didn't think Tabitha could look up to anyone who isn't a Scarlet. We're on the right track, flatter, then boom, right? You just didn't get to know her. She had tons of inspirations. Rockefeller, Carnegie, Ford. That's even worse. If she admires me so much, she shouldn't be afraid to come in for her yearly physical. Especially since her aunt and now her mother both passed away at such relatively young ages. And I think the women in the previous generation fared even worse than that. I can't remember the last time I saw her in my office. She should get her priorities straight. You can tell her I said that. Maybe she'll listen to family. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week. So, like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doc could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. I kind of wanted to ask it like, has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations? But I feel like she's gonna be like, I can't share the information about my patients with you. I'm a doctor. Have there been any strange illnesses spreading around town? What? No. Are you sure you haven't met with any minors who had unusual symptoms? Anyone seemed sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mine, why don't you just have Charles ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Okay, I'm going in for the kill. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. It turns out the mom had been poisoning her kid for 18 years. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. Oh, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought she was going to be like, how dare you suggest that I'm blah 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 blah. Wait, is she also the vet? What a letdown, right? She's gonna flip the table. I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like... Ditchlings. Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, it looked like there was something pupating inside one of Duke's chickens. I bet those were the lumps on the cow. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Oh, okay, Kanika. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. Have you seen any weird hairless creatures? I don't tend to go wandering in the woods after dark, so no. You don't have to go all the way to the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been... What? There are these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on the local wildlife, and Charles and I... Oh, I see. They're some of your little cryptozoological creatures. I know it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there, laying eggs in animals and doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to so thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories, neither is Kanika and neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy, and their faces, they're like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You stay up too late painting your grisly faces, so you've started to see them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside is just raccoons or... Stop. Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow whether you want to face it or not. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point finally. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Charles is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him, I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think I don't know something is up here, Missy. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Don't think I don't know something is up here. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. Get back to Gretchen, right? She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Oh, the back door was the clinic. Okay, I didn't understand that. That door that I was being drawn to, I guess, was the entrance to the clinic. I didn't put that together. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I don't think we were told that. Okay, thank you. I didn't think we were either, and so that's why at the dinner thing, when it was like, why... I was like, I didn't try to snoop around in the clinic. I didn't put those pieces together until just now. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Charles got. There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. Dr. Kelly is hiding something. You're right, this is fishy. I feel like maybe my fear of that woman is more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Okay, I'm intrigued. I definitely try it. Perfect. If you do, Fiona, or if I try it before you do, I'll let you know what I think about it. And if you try it before I do, you'll have to let me know. It's got quite a lot of RNG, but it's got ways to mitigate that. I think it just seems like a fun concept from what it was described to me. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Miss Suck, Miss Buttchug, how you doing, Hanny? It's definitely a fun concept. Yeah, and like I said, the characters, like the little pieces looked cute, like the game, what I saw on Board Game Geek looks cute. Rolling dice and pushing your luck make up some of its core concepts though. See, I feel like there's so many games that have been like more strategic, and I'm like, I just want to do something silly and fun. Also, do y'all notice that there are ditchlings here in the background? There's ditchlings right here. There's ditchlings up here. There's somebody in the window. I guess that's Wayne. There's a ditchling over here. Surukai, how are you? I'm actually just getting ready to take a quick little break because it's been an hour and I gotta go TT. Welcome in. Yeah, so we're gonna take a quick little break and I'll see y'all in just a few. Alright, y'all, welcome back from ads. I hope you had a great break. Welcome back from ads, not ass. Alright. So we're at the library to meet up with Oscar. There's creepy stuff around us. Powerful build. Your fists have gotten you this far. If there is something in there, you can take it. Hot. A ghost hunt seems like the perfect place to sneak in some smooching under the guise of splitting up and searching for clues. Maybe a special someone might be interested in breaking off from the rest of the group into the library. But I thought that their home... I thought that they had a house somewhere else. Are we just meeting at the library and then going to their house? Ooh, I'm down. I'm glad. I'm glad to read that. I'm already planning things in my mind. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. But what about Pixel? Pixel's still here. Osurikai, in this game, you can have a trait that lets you talk to animals. I did not choose it for this playthrough, but there's this cat here at the library named Pixel. At the house that we're staying at, there's a cat named Frou Frou, and our new friend has a dog named Gretchen. I'm trying to remember... Well, I guess maybe we could have talked to the mayor. Mayor Jimmy. Oh. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? And the unnamed opossums. That's right. I keep forgetting about the poor unnamed opossums. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and probably Birdie the chicken. That's true. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pair of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. The dude in the tank, hi. Osurikai, that is Oscar. He is the head librarian of the town, and I guess the only librarian. Everyone wants Daddy Oscar, and he has a child named Rosalina. So I think some of the dateable people are Stella, Oscar, Avery, Kanika. Is there someone I'm forgetting? Oscar can read me like a book. Read me a book. I was like, Oscar can read me like a book. Well, that's who we're gonna try to pursue. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Actually, I don't know. I've liked talking with both of them, but I haven't gotten much of a chance to get to know them. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Hopefully not a death trap. There's still a chance those kids are going to be okay, right? The miners have said they heard at least one voice inside the mine. There's still a chance for those kids. Thank God. I think we were talking about ghost hunting. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. Oh yeah, this is one of the shitty kids from the mine. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Oh my God, and his shirt, I guess, has him on it with his name? Now, let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and... That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Wait, his house is connected to the library through some kind of, like, greenhouse passage? Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! There's no way you're doing this without me. Rosalina, we talked about this. No, you talked at me about it. I'm sick of other people making decisions for me. And the clinic is connected to the house. And hell is connected to the mines. And the knee bone is connected to the leg bone. Yeah. I was like, do Sybil and Kanika and Miles live above the general store or next to it? I'm trying to remember the artwork, because it seemed like it was like on the first floor when we went to go see Sybil. I just want to be able to live in our house again. I'm going in there and sleeping in my room tonight no matter what. I'm gonna let Oscar handle this. I'm not a parent. I'm not stepping into this. Like, this is not my battle. You decide it's best to let Oscar handle this. Rosa, it could get dangerous in there. Just hang out in the library and we'll have this taken care of in a few hours. I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. If Zane is coming, I have every right to be there. She's got a good point, Mr. G. You're right. I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. There's a ditch. Okay, do y'all see? There's a ditchling looking in the window over here. Are we not is no one going to say anything about that? Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. You see it. Okay, I'm like, oh, and there's another one right here. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Seems I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Tabby! Great, she's here. Wow, Charles, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Charles, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Thank you for the lurk, David. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Yeah, I'm looking out for my cousin. If y'all are going to drag Charles into dangerous situations every night, you'll have to deal with having a chaperone, got it? Okay, sure, the mine was definitely dangerous, but a haunted house? Come on, this is one of the least dangerous things someone can do. It's basically a slumber party. I don't know, Kanika. I usually don't see much action out in the woods, and you know Charles and I both wound up in a pretty hairy situation Monday night. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of grave danger. Exactly. I'm not underestimating how much danger Charles can find himself in, even while walking through a perfectly normal house. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. But wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does, I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain? Dad made me switch rooms with him before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Hi, Electro. Yeah, not the stain. Yeah. Speaking of dream daddies, we have Oscar over here. Rooms and hallways, other parts of the house, like the rooms and hallways are the parts of the house, right? I must confess, yeah, everybody is after Daddy Oscar. All right, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Oh, if that's the case, then I call dibs on Charles. In your dream, Stella, Charles is sticking with me. We'll search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom or a closet. If we're splitting up, I'll be the one sticking by Charles. Not that it matters though, because we're not doing that. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we going to get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been the superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. The ghost could also kidnap someone and reenact their whole "if I can't have you, no one can" chandelier smash that causes a fire. Oh my god. We've seen it all. We're prepared for everything. We're prepared for it all. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Do they know about the stain? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. She's so real for that. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever, how was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. It's probably just a rusty pipe leaking through the floor. Ghost blood, are you sure you scrubbed it? Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Okay, do we really think that the government of Scarlet Hollow, or what, like the county, like, I don't know. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Plus there might be something written under there. In blood. Only one way to be sure. Oh my gosh, she's gonna start ripping up the carpet. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh, Gretchen is repulsed. Gretchen is helping. Well, look at Gretchen now. Gretchen is like, oh fuck no, what did we just do? Oh no, 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 no. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. A hatch. Nope, nope, nope. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least, we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still, no readings though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space, or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. I mean, that makes sense to me. Kanika, you're onto something, babes. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Oh, now he tells us that it's human blood. Well, you tested it wrong, Tabitha and Kanika say together. If they were a couple, maybe it's the enemies to lovers, Tabitha and Kanika. Tabika. Kanitha. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. You come to an Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hi, welcome back, Cyberfox. It's going well. I think we might be getting to the end of episode 3? I don't know, the story's really good. I'm so invested. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing the scratchy shadow in the distance? You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. I think this is a ram. There's a bird. It's almost like a photo collage. Ew. Damn, Tabitha, what was in that cream soda? Pinch Tabitha to see if you're dreaming. Yeah, I don't know if that's a unicorn up there. The little birds here, these little scary-ass children statues. If I hide this, what else do we have? Like thistles and thorns. This is trippy. What was in that cream soda? Excuse me, it was just normal cream soda and you had it hours ago. This has nothing to do with me. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Oh, hell no. Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Oh, too bad we can't talk to Gretchen. Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Yeah, cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. You know it's good cream soda when the walls start crawling, right? It was just something, a little something something. Is Gretchen a zombie? I don't know. I think... So Eddie was our grandma. Our great-grandma. Something like that. Edwardine? Eddie, you've got to be kidding me. Snap her out of it. You grab Stella by the shoulders, attempting to shake her from her trance. But as you try to pull her shoulder, it's as if she's held back by invisible ropes. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. I'm not scared of Father. Okay, what is this, some kind of scene? Wow, great job, you got me. You can stop now. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up, shut up! She can't, she's clearly possessed. By what? Edwardine Scarlet. Tabitha tenses. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella. I promise. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. I know. I'm going after Stella. Your cousin tries to yank your arm back towards the entrance, but you push forward, dragging her behind you as you move. You push forward, ignoring Tabitha's grip on your arm as you follow the path through the thick foliage. The two of you are met by a closed door standing in the middle of the garden's greenery. That's ominous. Let's try it. But there can't be anything behind it, it's just standing there. You ignore her, walking forward and reaching for the doorknob. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Oh, she's pulling out her cell phone. She's like, I don't give a toot about the ditchling on the wall, this demonic ghost figure. I'm calling somebody right now. I'm calling everybody I've ever met. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... what? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word, I said. Looks like we're on our own. Oh! Oh, that startled me. Your father has left town, Charlie. We're moving to a new house, okay? Should I rush the shade in the corner? There's that name again, Charlie. What a helpful clue. I'll make sure to write it down in case it comes in handy later. Dang, that's so smart. You think of everything, Tabitha. You oaf. I was being sarcastic. If you want to write things down, be my guest. But I'm not interested in whatever little mystery is unfolding here. I just want this ghost to get tired of messing with us and spit us back out into the real world. We can't come back. We've got to live somewhere else now. But that'll be fun, right? Ooh, so traits do combine. I was wondering if there were special choices for combos. There have been a few times, but not a lot. At least for the traits that I have. There'll be new kids to play with. You can show them your little dolls. Hurry, sweetie. We don't have much time. This is right after the collapse, right? It must be. It looks like Shaw is being run out of town on a rail right outside of the far window. No, she can't come. I never want you to say her name again, do you hear me? We aren't friends with the Scarlets anymore.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Thank you so much for the follow, and thank you for the are you okay? I don't think anybody's okay. This is the first I've noticed it or been able to read it. I want to say it's maybe been 2 times before that I've noticed it. I could also be hallucinating. Oh god, they're outside. Are those torches? We don't have time, Charlie. We have to go right now. Rosalina is whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As she departs, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Maybe I should have rushed the ghost or the shadow. I don't know. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room, at least, happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. There's so many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. You're right, there's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. So that looks like a seal ditchling. There's another ditchling that looks like a hand. And then there's the ram over here and some bugs, some bees, some flies. I think they're flies. I don't know. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic words do we have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. Oh, those pop-ups are so scary. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Is it just me, or does that shadow keep getting closer? Not just you. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Actually, all I want is to get out of this place. Do you have any ideas? So Edwardine and Charlie. Let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name was not Charles. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Our great-grandfather, he was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. Hey Steffi, how are you? Steffi, we're dealing with some dark-sided shit. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking. You were also dealing with some dark-sided shit? Were you playing Debbie Delight? What do you even know about my parents? The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Daisy pooped in the hallway, and of course hubby's grandma stepped and had not seen it because the lights weren't on, and yeah, so much food. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully everybody's cleaned up and calmed down. I'm sure Daisy just had like little Tootsie Rolls. I hope hubby's grandma is okay. I hope Daisy's okay too. Thank you. I shall do as you say. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end, or until we die, whichever. And then she's like, I want to walk in the hallway while you're cleaning. I turned to Hades. I'm dead. I turned into Hades from Hercules. I can see it when like the hair turns from blue to like the red hot hair. The flames. I want to walk in the hallway while you're cleaning. You know, because hallways are just so spacious. Well, I don't know. Maybe you have like a really wide hall, but I was like, you can't really. Yeah. I'm like, please, Lord, help me. You're like, I'm gonna go for a walk around the block with nobody else. Please just let me go catch my breath. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Speaking of smells, sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. There you are. Oh, Wayne, are you here to save me? I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. They're gonna squish. Ooh, oh god, okay. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Shh, I could squish a ditchling too if I wanted to. Those things are like hollow. Like, I don't understand. Who are you? What do you want from me? Oh, hey, it's Tabitha's ex. Are we gonna throw Tabitha under the bus? Steffi, I have been faced with some difficult choices tonight. I could squish a ditchling too. Those things are like hollow. You don't have to be afraid. Not of me and not of the creature that's trapped you in this vision. Tabitha grabs your arm, her grip tight and nervous. Yes, you do. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Charles. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella, was that her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive. That's how you got here's the bus. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella? I was like, what if I just say, how did you get in here? Judas, no. Okay, it's Tabitha's ex. Shut up, Charles. Don't you dare say that. The breakup wasn't pretty, Charles. Best not to tease at the ragged edges. Tabitha grabs your arm. We're getting out of here. Okay. I just kind of wanted to see what that would do. Okay, how did you get in here? You say that like it would be hard. Creatures like this are all smoke and mirrors, no substance, no real power. Just enough to keep you both going in circles. Tabitha grabs your arm. I don't think that girl is she's skilled at finding trouble. Okay. So not a ton of variation. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella? Hey, so are you still into him? Because I wouldn't mind shooting my shot. Okay, is this... This is not flirting with the cousin, right? Like, this is maybe flirting with Wayne? Let me just see. Let me just see what happens. Hey, so are you still into him? Because I wouldn't mind shooting my shot. What the hell kind of question is that? This is no time for jokes. Listen to me. If you run into that thing again, don't talk to it. Just ignore it. Or better yet, run away. Now, come on. If it got in here, there must be a way. Indeed. You know, it's like Dead by Daylight. Sometimes you just, the killer, you have a special connection. A rainbow connection. Tell me now, did you kill Sam Wayne? Tabitha, who the hell is he? Hey, are you okay? That couldn't have been easy for you to see. Right, okay, Kermit. I got that rainbow connection. Can we just leave and pretend we didn't see anything, please? This is so rich with choices. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Oh, there's a scary shadow up there. Figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oh, Harry, scary shadow. Hello. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So this is the dad, played by a dad. It's okay, I forgive you? This looks especially painful, like on an emotional level. Even if everyone else could understand what we were saying, I wonder if he can even hear us. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damned snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Here we go with the whole Enoch thing again. Strike a nerve? It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact. Is that a fact, or is that just what you've been told? Well, so what the fuck is happening? We've been pulled into a ghostly dimension showing scenes from the Scarlet family's past. These ghosts have been possessing our friends, and Tabitha and I guess, have been learning about the family history. Is that a fact, or is that just what you've been told? It's in the history books. It's a fact. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. So, they think that we are the child of Charles Shaw? That must be it. Charlie Jr., Charles Shaw Jr. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edwardine? So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina and before the scene with Stella. I'm guessing that request didn't really... Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edwardine? I don't know, I guess it's possible, but it doesn't look like it panned out. Damn it, boy. I may not have till the morning, promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I'll say I promise. Maybe that'll get us out of here. Oop. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Tabitha is so like... She's over it. Over it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. I don't know, but he's making dying yak noises. Yeah, I don't know if that was him or if that was a thing outside of the bedroom. So I think I'm getting roped into a K-pop Demers Hunter sing-along this weekend. Nice! What all does that entail? Like, is that playing at a theater somewhere? Or, yeah, I feel like that's what a sing-along is, right? Dying what noises? Nothing, Yak. You heard nothing. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. And this thing's trying to get us. There's ditchlings over here. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. So this must be... Okay, so this is Charlie going to visit Edwardine. We'll get you out somehow, Avery. I like to see the old man try. Thanks for the pointer, strange and new friend. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw. Tabitha, does our family have a history of locking folks up in some sort of rich people dungeon? Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing? I too hate the Scarlets, except for lovely Edwardine. Please do tell me of their secrets and lies. Don't go into acting, okay? Maybe if we had, like, I bet if we had another skill, we could do more with that. Rishi, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Thank you for... We just, like... We've encountered the paranormal, and now we have been dropped into the, like, the deep end of the paranormal weird pool. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now, it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit, and oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Tabitha's eyes go wide. Fruit as in... Let it talk. I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. Do you get what's going on here? Stop talking, we might miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. You maintain your silence. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? You've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella! This is like being stuck in some sort of soap opera. I guess we'll remain silent. How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Yeah, I felt pretty sick pretty much the whole time we've been in here. Are we related to Charlie? No, and I know that for a fact, even if we can trust what we've seen here. I'm sure Grandma Eddie just miscarried or something, right? Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place, hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella and into the darkness. Well, you and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you in indecipherable murmurs. As indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we're supposed to be kids now. Ugh, not more puppets? This one is extra creepy. Is she doing a baby voice? You remain silent. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Dang, even possessed Stella is out here trying to monetize hobbies. I'm not in it for the money. These wooden dolls are a mere stepping stone for the real deal, people. Don't antagonize the ghost, not until we find a way out. A traveling show, and you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Again with the beach. I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. There, are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Oh. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. The trapdoor. Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? Why are you asking that? Are you scared? I'm scared? I'm scared. Well, I'm not. It creaks open all on its own. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. She's gonna kill him. We can be happy to get... Oh. Eddie? Oh. Oh god, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. That Fatboy Slim song comes on and everyone starts dancing. That would be the perfect ending. That's the joke ending. Well, whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. What the hell is that supposed to mean? So Grandma Eddie was a murderer. I'm sure she had a good reason. This isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? Shut up. Oh. What now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Tabitha's the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town before a couple days ago. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. Spank your inner moppet. Are you talking to us? Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years, to pay for the years that were taken from me. What? What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No. No, no. It is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. Tabitha's right. This is bullshit. We're not giving you a goddamn thing, but the spirit ignores you and your cousin's protestations. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. Sybil? Okay, we're gonna pause it here because the ad's about to start. We're gonna pause it here on this cliffhanger. I'll see you all in just a few. Alright, welcome back from ads, everyone. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Probably nothing good. Okay, so Sybil, I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? Wait, so Kanika snapped out of it? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. You take a step towards the spotlight. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. Charles, what are you doing? Where are Oscar and Rosalina going to live if I don't do this? What if someone wanders into the annex and gets stuck in this labyrinth? Oh my god, there's so many choices. Is that what you're worried about? Good God, don't give up years of your life just for somebody's rental. I own properties. I can let them rent from me. I'll even throw in a discount. What if someone wanders into the annex and gets stuck in this labyrinth? Gets stuck in this labyrinth of impossible rooms. Then we'll close up the library. It might just go away on its own. Who knows? Why give up something like years of your life to some ghost who might not even be telling the truth? Why can't we talk to Sybil more? Like, do we know really what we're doing? Giving up years of our life? Why isn't Sybil saying anything? We can't just leave this unresolved. Whatever happens next, I want you to remember it for the rest of your life. We can't just leave the ghost here. It's irresponsible. I just want Charlie to be at peace. I just want Charlie to be at peace. After everything he's done to us, after everything he's done to Stella, Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Oh. For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Claw your way out. Your arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. Explore, look back behind you. As you gasp for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. Oh, yeah. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. No, no, no. Charles, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. You try and think of words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Come along, Charles. Let's get you home. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Tabitha rushes to your side to give you a shoulder to lean on as you walk. You're outside. It's real this time. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you've run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face. As you trace the new lines and furrows, oh my god, so they've aged us? I'm gonna wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. Your cousin walks off before you get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. How were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happened to you. Oh my god, Charles, you poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. Charles, did you? Yeah, it's gone. I sacrificed years of my life to get rid of your ghost and to close our age gap. Yeah, that's basically what how I feel inside right now. Oh, I'm gonna say the hot one. Yeah, it's gone. I sacrificed years of my life to get rid of your ghost and to close our age gap. You give Oscar a tired wink. You've still got it. I'm dying. I'm not sure I follow. Oh. Do y'all need some privacy or... Oscar's face flushes red with embarrassment. I need a sip of my water. Oh my. Why don't you swing by tomorrow, Charles? We can, chat about what you're going through. Is this actually happening right now? And here I thought tonight couldn't get any more exciting. Kanika glances at the ground and awkwardly shuffles her feet. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her. You don't even live here. She doesn't even go here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just so unfair. Tabitha doesn't owe anyone anything. What's wrong with you? Just because I happen to make a choice, it doesn't mean that someone else should have been obligated to make it instead. It's kind of the whole point of having free will. That doesn't make it any less unfair. I agree, it is unfair, but I did my best to sway her, and what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. You know, Charles, the salt and pepper look is good on you. Maybe this isn't all bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at that. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's just standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'm gonna go talk to Stella. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey Charles. There was another one of those carvings in there. I'm so sorry, Charles. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? Oh. She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. I'm the one who gave up years of my life. You don't see me acting out. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You'd better not get any ideas either, Charles. You need time to recover. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right and there's another one in the clinic... I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Charles, if you have the time, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea after you've had the chance to get some rest. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms. Okay. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, I was just going to sneak in after you. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you've both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Do you care to make a wager on that, Sybil? I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was actually kind of hot. You know, just in case we want to maybe romance this ghost. Of course we should be. I'll make sure Stella knows what's going on. There was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Charles for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Okay, thank you for that platitude. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Though none of them gave any of their years away, you can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah, it was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt... I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. What was it like, being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make Rosalina stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to her. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you, again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Can somebody drive me home? I'll see you tomorrow, Charles. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika warily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, and about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. Wait, do I have time to hang out with Oscar though? I'll see you then, Charles. The music is so good in this game, Bri. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. I guess it's just the two of us now. So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets, I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so... So you don't regret coming along tonight? I can't believe you're the one being apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? Next time we hang out, let's just do dinner and a movie. Avery chuckles and grabs at their ribs, wincing. Gotta admit it, this probably brought us closer than any dinner and movie ever could. Nothing like shared traumatic experiences, right? But I guess we shouldn't aim to have any more of them. I'll make you some pesto and fettuccine. Seems like a much less dangerous way to spend an evening. I'm gonna flirt. I'll do the cooking. You wouldn't even have to interact with knives. A zero danger date. I wouldn't say no to that. Anyway, I'd better head home and get some rest. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And, I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. Go back to the estate. As soon as you get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms you. The ache in your bones becomes a dull throb as your body sinks into the seat, and your eyelids pull shut as if weighted by lead sheets. We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? I don't want to think about how many years of gains got undone tonight. Oh. You're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. I want to talk about Wayne. Really talk. Do you really have the energy to keep talking? Do you think he's actually going to hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. Did you kill him? He's obviously not dead, so no. Also, thanks for accusing me of murder. Love that. You really don't want me talking to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. Talking isn't doing much good for your condition. If you keep going, you might just collapse on the floor. You can barely stand right now. We're getting you to bed. You're too tired to possibly object. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all. And then the bus comes. I like to stay in touch after all this is done. We've both got plenty of time to think that over. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Episode 4 awaits. If you'd like to save before continuing, please do so now. I feel like this is a good stopping point for us. I feel like I've started the next episode each time, but I feel like this is a good, like, that was intense. We went through a lot, and I feel like this is a good natural break in the story. And then when we get back to this game, we can do the recap. Yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot of reading. I gotta save these pipes for tomorrow night for the Lovecraft reading. So yeah, I feel good about ending it just a little bit earlier than normal. Hi Red Cloud. How are you doing? Happy to slay. But thank you so much, Cup of Coffee Man, for kicking off the stream with that raid earlier. I appreciate that. And y'all, thank you so much for hanging out. Like I just mentioned, tomorrow night, we'll be reading some stories from H.P. Lovecraft, so it'll be just a pretty chill, calm reading stream with some spooky stories. So if you're around, starting around 8:30 p.m. Eastern, come on by. GG's, thank you, Asurakai. Red Cloud, I'm doing well. I just made it through episode 3 of this game. It was a lot, so I'm ready to finish up a bit early. Thank you for streaming. Looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you for being here, and you're so welcome. I'm looking forward to reading some Lovecraft, and hopefully I'm able to get through the prose easier than I was the Edgar Allan Poe. Be safe, I will. Thank you for stream. You're welcome, Neen. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a lovely dinner. Y'all, if you can stick around, we are gonna raid out though. I just need to go see who's on and what they're doing. And here are some raid massages. So if you're a follower, you can grab that top one. It's made with emojis. If you're a subscriber, snag that second one. Good night, Pinkadot. Good night, chat. Good night, Moon. Okay, let me see. Let me consult my spreadsheet and see who's on. Oh, okay. Are you still going? Okay, I think we're gonna go... I feel like we need some nice calm stuff. We're gonna go visit our friend Marco. It's been a very long time since I've raided to Marco. I think he took some time off from streaming, but he's been back. He takes music requests. Well, his song requests are off right now, but he plays violin by ear. He's lovely, very calm, which I feel like my nervous system needs. So I'm gonna get this raid moving and grooving. But yeah, hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow evening. Y'all come back now. And I'll see you over at Marco's stream. So have great hump days. Sweet dreams when you get there. All right. Thanks everyone. Good night.